Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Anita Etta, and I am a pastor. I'm also an integrative nutrition health coach. And this session is really done within the parameters of the ministry, the Anita Etta Ministries Healthy Living series that we have been running since January. So, for today's session, I'm going to be talking to you about 10 foods that will help to boost your immune system. So, if you're just joining us, get comfortable. I'm going to be with you for about 30 minutes or so. And I'm just going to take you through some things that will really help you, especially if you're one of those people who, you're regularly getting colds, the flu, and so forth. If you've had COVID and you're still maybe battling with some of the symptoms, like some of the aftermath of it and so forth, or maybe you're someone who's just trying to make sure that you don't get COVID. I'm not saying that these things will prevent you from getting COVID, but it will just build your immune system and put you in a better position where your body can resist better, your body can fight better, right? The main thing is we all need to understand that every day we come into contact with a lot of bacteria, viruses, pathogens, and things that are continually trying to make our bodies sick. And the stronger your immune system, the better for you. Um, Let me just say this, I am not a medical doctor. Like I said earlier, I am an integrative nutrition health coach. And so I'm really just going to be giving you information. That's really the purpose of these sessions, to give you information so you can make a choice. You can make an informed decision about how you want to take care of your health to put your body in a better position to resist illnesses. Okay, so let's start by talking about what is the immune system. It's a word that we throw around there quite a bit. The immune system is it's a network of organs, cells, tissues, and other substances that will help the body fight infections and diseases. Okay, it includes the lymphatic system, so it definitely includes white blood cells. It includes the spleen, the tongue cells, the thymus, the lymph nodes, and the bone marrow. So, in a layperson's terms, those are some of the things that are involved with the immune system. The main thing you want to know and remember is that it is those aspects of your body's system and organs that will help you to fight disease. Now, why is the immune system so important? It's important, obviously, because if you've been listening to me in the last couple of minutes, it will help you defend the body against germs, against viruses, against bacteria, against any kind of cell changes that go on in your body, and any harmful substances that your body comes into contact with. Okay, so as the body is being attacked on a continuous basis, when we go out there every day, even from within our homes, we're exposed to all these germs, all these bacteria, all these viruses. So both from within the body and outside of the body, we're coming into contact with all these things, and we need to put our body in a strong position to be able to fight against those things and protect the body. Okay. Now, I want to also mention the fact that the gut is a key part of the immune system. It's very important that we have a healthy gut, because if our gut is not healthy, then our health will struggle. You're going to find that if you're falling sick all the time, like you're continually having infections, one of the things that it could be indicating is that your gut is not healthy. Over 70% of our immune system cells are connected to our digestive tract. And so that is the reason why, if your gut is unhealthy, then your immune system is likely going to be unhealthy. So it's very important that you pay attention. If you're someone who suffers from, irritable bowel disease, leaky gut, continual bloating, and so forth, indigestion, constipation, or maybe continual diarrhea, any of those kinds of things are indications that your gut is not well. And if that's the case, then, for you to build up your immunity, you probably want to start with your gut. You probably want to start to say, okay, how can I render my gut healthy? How can I heal the lining of my gut? How can I get rid of pathogens that should not be in my stomach? How do I get rid of them? How do I increase, balance the microbiome of my gut, by maybe taking more probiotics and so forth. Pretty much you need to clean up your gut if you someone who falls sick all the time. I want to let you know that your intestines house about 10 times more microorganisms than human cells in your entire body. So when your gut is balanced, your intestinal microflora will help to ward off any harmful bacteria that would cause you to be sick. Okay, so it's important that you pay attention to that. Eat the right foods, eat the right vitamins, the right minerals, taking the probiotics that you need to take in order to boost your immunity from your gut. All right, so let me just talk to you about 6 things that can affect your immunity. The first one, obviously, is diet, right? That's really what we're here to talk about today. Today, we're going to focus on diet. So the first one is diet. The next one is your weight. I would say your weight because obviously that is tied to your diet. If you're not eating right, your weight is likely not going to be right. You're either going to be overweight, which is obese, or you could actually be underweight as well. You don't have enough nutrients in your body and so forth. So you just need to be at the right weight for your body. If you're not sure what your right weight should be, talk to your medical doctor. They will help you with that. So your diet or the food you eat is number 1. Your weight is number 2. Your stress levels, stress. Every session I do, I talk about how it is important to bring down your stress levels, because if you're highly stressed, it will affect you. It will make you more prone to disease. Okay. The fourth thing I want to talk about is your sleep quality. You need to be getting adequate sleep. When you sleep adequately, it heals your body. It gives your body the space to rebuild itself. Okay. So your sleep is important. The fifth thing is your the sunlight. If you're getting adequate sunlight, which is also connected to vitamin D3 production. Okay, so spend some time outdoors. Don't just lock yourself indoors. And if for whatever reason you're not able to go outdoors enough, or you're going outdoors but you're not getting enough sunlight, then supplement. There are some good quality supplements out there. Supplements with vitamin D. I can show you this. This is one of the supplements that I take sometimes. And by the way, I'm not promoting this company, so don't pay attention to the particular brands. I just want to use this to say I take vitamin D3. It's very important. It's one of the most powerful nutrients for immunity. Vitamin D3 together with vitamin K2. And as you can see in this particular one that I showed you, it's a combination. It's already been put together, but sometimes I take them individually. So the best way is get your vitamins naturally if you can. But if you're not able to get everything you need naturally, then by all means, get good quality supplements and help yourself. And the sixth thing that will affect your immune system is exercise. Adequate exercise, it goes without saying. I say this all the time. You have to exercise so your body, we talked about how the lymphatic system is a key aspect of your immune system, right? The lymphatic system does not have a pump like how the circulatory system, the heart, the blood has a pump. One of the ways that you pump your lymphatic system is by exercising, right? Maybe rebounding, get a little rebounder, jump on it all the time, or maybe dry brushing. Those things, I just want to mention that, but pretty much get some exercise. As your body moves, it shifts things around. It helps you in cleansing, in moving out toxins. It helps to clear out your bowels. It just pretty much keeps you in a healthier place if you exercise. Okay, so those are 6 things that affect your immune system, and you must pay attention to them. I'm going to go ahead now and just take us through 10 different food groups that will help to build our immune system. So the first one that I want to talk about is citrus fruits. And we all know what citrus fruits are, right? Tangerines, clementines, grapefruits, lemons, limes, oranges. Those are citrus fruits. Citrus fruits are powerful. Citrus fruits are very high in vitamin C, and most of us know that. They will help us to ward off a cold, right? And you don't want to wait until you have a cold before you start taking citrus fruits, because in a lot of cases, that might be too late. You want to take citrus fruits on a regular basis. Now, the body does not produce vitamin C by itself, and it doesn't store it either. So you need to make sure that you're taking it in through the foods that you eat. Vitamin C will help to increase the production of white blood cells, and white blood cells, like I said earlier, will help you to fight infection. Okay. So almost all citrus fruits are really high in vitamin C. Take a variety of them, take as much of them as you can. And something that the body does, once the body has had enough vitamin C, it will flush it out by itself. So you don't have to worry about an overdose of vitamin C. So pretty much if you're going to get a vitamin C through supplementation, you want to also make sure that you take a natural food complex of vitamin C. What do I mean by that? Let me show you an example of one that I have here. Ester C is one of the ones that I use sometimes. Even there's ones that are made out of acerola as well. Okay, let me just tell you what this one is, what this one has. This one says Ester C, um, vitamin C and Ester C calcium ascorbates. It contains citrus bioflavonoids, lemon, orange, tangerine, lime, acerola. Acerola is a fruit that is very high in vitamin C. I believe acerola actually has more vitamin C than even oranges. It has hesperidin complex and naturally occurring vitamin C metabolite. So pretty much this is a natural vitamin C complex. So I wanted to just show you all that. So if you're going to be doing it through supplementation or through supplements, do your best to make sure, go to a health store. That way you're not getting, because there are some vitamin C's that are more chemical type vitamin C's. So you want to make sure that you're getting natural type vitamin C. Okay. So vitamin C was the first food type that we talked about. The second food type I want to talk about is broccoli. Broccoli is a vegetable that is really good for your immune system. It's also high in fiber. It's best eaten raw if you can. You can put it in your smoothies. You can juice it. I know you may be thinking, okay, broccoli don't taste good in a juice, but yeah, the key is about being healthy. You can blend it with some citrus fruits and help the taste if the taste in itself is a problem for you. I'm one of those people that if my body needs something, I've learned to just take it. If I have to just take it the way it is, I take it the way it is. But hey, don't follow me. Mix it with whatever other healthy stuff is going to help make it taste better for you. So broccoli has a lot of vitamins and minerals, right? It has vitamin C, it has vitamin A, it has vitamin E. Like I said, it's high in fiber. It has a lot of antioxidants. It's pretty much one of the healthiest vegetables that we can eat. And again, if you're going to cook it, like I said, do your best to have it raw. You can have it in coleslaw or what we call broccoli slaw, right? You can do that or mix it with your coleslaw, mix it with your salads, chop it off in little bits and mix it with your salads and eat it in that way. Now, if you have to steam it, just steam it lightly so you don't kill the vitamin that it contains, okay? So we talked about citrus fruits, we've talked about broccoli. The third thing I want to talk about is garlic. Garlic is a powerful, powerful food item for immunity. Garlic is one of those things that if you take it, it can stop a cold right in its tracks. It can stop a flu right in its tracks. I actually believe that garlic is a powerful food when it comes to things like all the different SARS, like the COVIDs, the flu, the cold, the common colds, and so forth. Garlic is just amazing for that. So garlic is best taken raw as well. It contains a compound called allicin, which is it's a sulfur containing compound. And that is the main compound that is really good in immune, in immune boosting properties, right? It has a high concentration of allicin, and that helps us to ward off disease. You can just chew it. I chew garlic with my food. If I'm eating if you're eating like a grilled fish or grilled meat, or if you're African and you're eating a soup or some of our vegetable dishes like eru, if you're from Cameroon, I just chew it with it, and I actually enjoy it. I know some people may not like the smell of garlic, but for me, it's not a problem. And sometimes for me, it's about choosing between my health and just simply how my breath is going to be smelling when it's from a food item. It's not like you didn't brush your teeth, right? That's crazy. If you brush your teeth are clean, hey, eat your garlic. You can always take other things like mint, chew on mint leaves and so forth, and help you with that smell in your breath if you're worried about bad breath. Okay, so that's garlic. Garlic is powerful in fighting infections. Another food item that I want to bring up is red bell peppers. Red bell peppers are also good. They also high in they're also high in vitamin C. Yes. If you think that citrus fruits have the most vitamin C of any fruit and vegetable, that's actually not correct. There are many other fruits and vegetables that also are very high in vitamin C. 1 ounce of red bell pepper contains about 3 times as much vitamin C as some of the citrus fruits. So they've specifically, let me say, about 3 times more vitamin C in red bell peppers than in oranges. How about that? And then they're also rich in beta carotene. Now, beta carotene is something that the body will convert into vitamin A, and that will also help you with having healthy eyes and just your healthy skin overall, right? So eat your red bell peppers. You can just slice them up, eat them like that. You can put them in salads, you can put them in soups, use them in whichever way that you want. But with most of these food items, raw tends to be better than when you cook them. Okay. Um, Food item number 5 is ginger. Ginger is high in anti-inflammatory properties. It's really, really good with that. It will bring down inflammation. It will help you, if you have a sore throat, it will help to just bring down inflammation and heal your sore throat pretty quickly. If you're struggling with nausea, you're feeling like throwing up, ginger is one of those things that you can just make a ginger tea or juice it and drink it. Juice it, mix it with other things, because as you know, it's strong. You may struggle to take it by itself, but that's okay. Do an orange juice or a lemon juice or something and put the ginger in it and take it with it. All right. Ginger is something that you can even put in a lot of your desserts, healthy desserts, obviously, and so forth. Ginger will help to bring down, as it brings down inflammation, it will also help to decrease any kind of chronic pain that you may be having. And some people have even said that ginger helped to lower their cholesterol, their bad cholesterol, their LDL levels. All right. So food item number 6, spinach. Spinach is a green leafy vegetable. Green leafy vegetables, for the most part, are also high in. They're packed with antioxidants, with nutrients, beta carotene. It also has some vitamin C. Spinach has some vitamin C, and anything that has vitamin C, that tells you right there that it's better eaten raw, because vitamin C starts to die when it's exposed, especially to heat, to hot temperatures, right? So, similar to broccoli, it's best if you can eat spinach raw. Put it in your salads, juice it, throw it in your smoothies. I put large amounts of spinach sometimes in my smoothies, and I just take it in that way, or I juice it and mix it with some other vegetables or other fruits, and hey, that way you get it into your system. If you're going to saute your spinach, just make sure you saute it lightly, right? Because if you do it lightly, it makes it easier to absorb the vitamin A, and it allows other nutrients such as oxalic acid, which it contains, and and the anti-nutrient that it contains, to be able to be absorbed by the body. Okay, so spinach is very, very good for you. Eat as much as you want, eat it as often as you want. Food item number 7 that I'm going to talk about today is fermented food products. So when I talk about fermented food products, most of us are most familiar with yogurt, but there's way more than yogurt when you're talking about fermented food products. And let me say this, most of us know that vitamin C is very, very good for our immune system, but I'm here to say that fermented products sometimes can even be the best thing you do to build your immunity. Because for many of us, we could be falling sick regularly because our microbiome is messed up, our gut is sick. And for a lot of us, if we can clean out our gut, we begin to eat more fermented foods, you're going to find out that that by itself puts you in a place where you're healthy and you're not getting sick as often. I have a couple of fermented products that I wanted to show you all today. I went ahead and I took some from my refrigerator. This is sauerkraut. Again, like I said, I'm not promoting these particular brands. I just want to show you what sauerkraut looks like. Let me turn this part so you can see. Sauerkraut is actually fermented cabbage. So it's very high in probiotics. And if you're buying sauerkraut, buy from the refrigeration section of your health food store or your supermarket. Don't buy the ones that are sitting in a regular shelf. If buy it from the refrigerator, it tells you that this is likely the better ones because the probiotics are still alive and they contain high amounts of probiotics that will heal your gut. So this is sauerkraut. This one is mixed with green apples. You're gonna find some that are contain even garlic. We already talked about how garlic is good to help build your immune system, but garlic is also a prebiotic. Cabbage is also a prebiotic. And so while sauerkraut is a probiotic, it's also a prebiotic at the same time. What do we mean by a prebiotic? A prebiotic is the foods that probiotics will eat in order to multiply. So if you want your good bacteria, let me break it down in layperson's terms. If you want your good bacteria to grow to and be more than the bad bacteria in your stomach, something like sauerkraut is amazing because it will not only give you that intake of the probiotic, but it will also give you the intake of the prebiotic to to feed the probiotic. Now, another good fermented food that I eat, this is also straight from my refrigerator, is called kimchi. Kimchi is kind of like a sauerkraut, but it has this is more in the Asian parts of the world. They tend to use kimchi a lot. Kimchi will tend to, it's also done with cabbage, but more so with Napa cabbage. Typically, it also contains some red pepper. See how I talked about how red peppers are good for the immunity? This one contains Napa cabbage, red peppers, radish, sea salt, yellow onions, garlic, ginger, and kelp powder. Kelp is high in iodine. So this kimchi is amazing. Kimchi tends to have like it's a bit spicy, right? It has like hot pepper kind of taste. For those of us who are African, you may even prefer this to just the regular sauerkraut. So these are some fermented foods. Another kind of fermented food is kefir. Kefir is spelled Kefir. So this is a group of foods. So I wanted to just expose us to more than just yogurt because most people know yogurt and that's mainly what they take. But there's other kinds of fermented foods that are even healthier that have more probiotics than yogurt. And if you're going to be eating yogurt, the thing is that these days yogurt is so heavily commercialized. Most of the yogurts don't have as much probiotics, or they may only have a few strains of probiotics. When you take some of these other options, they have multiple strains of probiotics typically. All right. So food item number 7 was fermented foods, raw fermented foods. You notice I did not list cooked fermented foods. I listed raw fermented foods because they tend to be the most powerful. All right. Food item number 8 that I want to talk about today for helping you to build your immunity is almonds. Yes, I know most people love almonds, so this is going to be an easy one to eat. Almonds will help us to prevent and fight colds if you eat it on a regular basis. It contains vitamin E. And vitamin E is important. A lot of us forget to take our vitamin E. We tend to focus mainly on vitamin C. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant and it helps to build our immune system. It is fat soluble. Fat soluble means that if you're going to take it in, it means that it's absorbed better when taken in with fats, right? With healthy fats. So if you're going to take it in, obviously it's best for us to get our nutrients, our minerals, and our vitamins in food format. But sometimes we have to supplement, right? If you're going to take supplements, then make sure that you're taking a vitamin E supplement that ideally is in an oil format. That's better. You will absorb it better. Okay. It will be absorbed properly. So nuts such as almonds are packed with vitamins and they also have healthy fats. And again, not just almonds. I actually eat a lot of raw nuts. I eat Brazil nuts. It gives me selenium. It's high in selenium. I eat a number of other nuts, not peanuts, because peanuts actually are not nuts when we're talking in terms of health food classifications. Peanuts will actually require a lot of work from your liver. And sometimes if you're sick and you're not healthy, that's not the best nut for you to take. So but like Brazil nuts are very good for you, almonds are very good for you, pecans are good for you, and so forth. Okay. Sunflower seeds are amazing. So I encourage you to take sunflower seeds. They're full of nutrients. They have phosphorus, they have magnesium, they have vitamin B6, they have vitamin E. And this is very, very helpful in regulating and maintaining your immune system function. Okay. Other foods that are good with vitamin E as well would include avocados and the whole spectrum of dark leafy vegetables. All right. So again, sunflower seeds are also high in selenium. So along with Brazil nuts, they're also high in selenium. So you can go ahead and eat those, and they will help you to ward off infection. And the very last food item I want to talk about today, which is the 10th one. I saved the best for last. I say best for last because I really believe in turmeric. Turmeric is the food item number 10 that I want to talk about. And what I've done here today, I did bring an example to show you. This is a turmeric powder that I take sometimes. Sometimes, like before I go to bed at night, I would just put like half a teaspoon, sprinkle some black pepper in it, and just drink it last thing. That way, it brings down inflammation in my system. But most people have not been exposed to fresh turmeric. So I picked up some yesterday from the supermarket, from Kroger, because I'm going to be making an immune boosting drink today. I'm actually going to record the video so I can show you all. But this is what raw turmeric looks like. You can see it looks like ginger, but it's not really ginger. It's of the same family as ginger. And turmeric is one of the very, very powerful foods that will boost your immunity. Most people are familiar with turmeric as an ingredient that they put in sauces, in curries. That is actually what makes curries look so yellow. You know, like curry powder. That's what gives it that strong color, is the turmeric. Now, one of the most potent functions of turmeric is that it is anti-inflammatory, and that's mainly what I use it for. And any food item that is highly anti-inflammatory is also highly good for your immune system, right? It's a powerful immune booster. So it will help you with osteoarthritis and even with rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, again, I'm going to repeat, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not claiming that these things will cure any disease. I'm simply giving you foods that will help to build your immune system and put you in a healthier place to be able to fight off diseases, right? So turmeric has a high concentration of curcumin, which it gives it that distinct color that it has, right? Turmeric will also help to decrease any damage that was exercise induced, because when we exercise, sometimes it damages our muscles, it damages our bodies in certain ways. Curcumin is very, very powerful in helping us with all of that. So I want to encourage you. It is highly antiviral as well. I want to encourage you all, the 10 different foods that I have listed today, incorporate them in your food regimen. Eat them raw as much as possible. Eat them fresh as much as possible. And in case you did not catch this, I said earlier that if you're going to take turmeric, add a little bit of black pepper in it. Why? Because when you add black pepper to it, it will help with the absorption. It will absorb it better, and it will help to heal you. So that is something which, if I start to feel off, I immediately try to just take some turmeric, and it helps me. Okay. So those are the 10 food items I wanted to go through with you today. Just before I close, let me just show you all a couple of teas that I use as well. This is a tea that I use, and you can get this from your health store. It says elderberry, lemon balm, and immune plus stress. So this actually contains, let me tell you the different things that it has. Okay, this contains a number of different herbs. It contains lemon balm. Lemon balm will calm you down, right? How many know that? Remember how we talked about how if you're stressed all the time, then it brings down your immunity. Lemon balm will relieve your stress. It calms you down. That is its own way of helping to build your immunity. It reduces your stress level. This tea also contains elderberry. Elderberry, along with echinacea, are some of the powerful herbs or teas that you can take also for your immunity. So it has elderberry, lemongrass, licorice root, ginger root, hibiscus flower, cinnamon bark, lemon peel, and black pepper. Obviously, you know why they added the black pepper there, right? I told you guys that black pepper will help also to boost some of the other herbs and spices that are in here in their function. So I just want to show you guys some of the additional things that I take for my immunity. And this one just simply says Echinacea Plus. If you follow my sessions, you know that I believe in Echinacea tea. Echinacea tea and elderberry are amazing for colds, for flus, for fighting viruses, and so forth. So this one contains echinacea, purpura herb, and echinacea dry root, and echinacea angustifolia herb. It has a combination of that. And then they added lemongrass and spearmint. So these are some of the things you can do to help yourself. I cannot close this session without bringing in zinc. Some of the foods that we mentioned today, they also contain zinc, but you can also do zinc supplementation. Zinc together with vitamin C is a powerful combination to help build your immunity. So that is all I wanted to go through with you all today for today's session. I pray that this has blessed you. Um, I hope that, you don't say to yourself, well, this is a lot of things to incorporate. Just, take the first thing. Just start by implementing maybe just citrus fruits in your diet. Start to eat maybe more leafy vegetables. Just start from there. And you're going to find that with time, you're able to increase it. And it helps to put your body in a general state of well-being that is healthier, as the time goes by. Okay, well, thank you once more for listening to me. Again, my name is Anita Etta. I am with Anita Etta Ministries. I am a pastor, and I'm also an integrative nutrition health coach. Nothing that I have said here today is meant to give you instruction on how to heal yourself. This is really just meant to give you information. And so be sure to consult your doctor if you have any type of illness, any type of disease. So thank you very much. I will see you again at the next session.